All right, Brent, another big fight. A former UFC champion, Benson Henderson. Is this a guy that you kind of, over the years, have watched and kind of looked up to at all? Is it somebody that you thought you'd fight? Kind of when you think about fighting Benson Henderson, is it any different than anybody else that you've taken on?
A little bit, like I said in a couple of interviews before, I've spent a lot of money back in the day watching his pay-per-views, watching him fight, and it's cool, man. Benson's done a lot in the sport. He's beaten some of the best guys in lightweight division, and he's I respect the guy, man. I don't know how I couldn't. He's like I said, he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He competes in IBJJF, Worlds. He puts the gi on. He's a humongous family man. He's all about his family, and he's religious. Yeah, man, I love the guy. He's cool. It's going to be fun fighting him, but at the same time, no respect. When I get in that cage, I'm going to try to knock his head off, man. I'm not going to try. I'm going to.
And this is usually the time in the interview where I'd say, what's on the line here? Do you think that, they could put an interim belt in and you could get a chance at that? But now the title's been vacated. You got Patricky Pitbull versus Peter Queally coming up. Kind of your reaction to the lightweight vacation and obviously the fight that was chosen there.
Yeah, it's a damn joke, man. Come on, you guys. How is Patricky fighting for the world title when he's coming off of 2 losses? And then how is Queally fighting? That guy hasn't fought anybody. Queally hasn't, and he's fought twice in the last 3.5 years or something like that. And I just do not see how that fight makes sense. It's crazy to me, and kind of motivates me a little bit more. So I'm going to go out there and smash Benson, and I'm going to go out there and beat the crap out of whoever wins that fight. Like I said before, if Queally can even make it to the fight, the guy's known for getting injured or backing out of his fights. And I was supposed to fight Queally in his hometown, Ireland, and he supposedly got injured, a few weeks before or a month before. Yeah, the bottom line, it's a damn joke for sure. Those guys should not be fighting for the world title.
And why do you think that fight was made? Do you think it was just like a name thing, putting a Pitbull in the title fight? Do you think it was, trying to put the belt in Ireland and make that card better? Kind of, what do you attribute Bellator's decision to?
Yeah, I think it's like politics pretty much. Patricio is giving the belt away just because his brother's getting the opportunity to fight for the title, and I think that's stupid. Like, I could be fighting at a gym and I could have the world title and I could retire and be like, who should I give this belt to? Oh, I like this guy. He's my good training partner. I'm going to give the belt to him. That should not how it should be, They should earn their fights, especially if you're coming off 2 losses. I don't see how that's possible, how he's fighting for a world title coming off 2 losses. And honestly, I think that he was losing, and he did lose that fight with Queally. Queally caught him with an elbow. An elbow is a legal strike. So how is that? I heard people saying it was bull crap. He got hit with an elbow and he's bleeding. Yeah, he got hit with an elbow. It's a legal strike. So I don't see where they're coming from that. And I also think that, yeah, Patricky was winning that fight, but I think he got tired, and I think he was starting to, the tables were turning. It was starting to be on Queally's side. He shot a double leg, which you never see Patricky shooting double legs anyways. He's a brawler. He knocks people out, and I think that he thought that, I think he knew he was getting tired and he's starting to lose. So he's like, man, I'm going to take this fight to the ground, and got blasted with that elbow, man. So, yeah.
And do you, we spoke before your last fight, and you were kind of, honest about some of the stuff that had gone on with Bellator, and you kind of voiced some frustration. Now hearing you say similar things like this now, do you feel like your relationship with Bellator is still pretty strong and there's just some things that need to be worked out, or is it just kind of the way that things have played out recently that's been a little frustrating?
Yeah, man, I love Bellator. They got me this fight like back to back. Like, I'm blessed to be fighting for Bellator. There's nothing about that, but I'm definitely a little disheartened, a little. I think it's weird that those guys are fighting for the title. I think they could have picked a couple of guys that were coming off wins and everything, but it is what it is, man. I'm gonna go out there and I'll make my way to them and get that belt back.
Yeah, and do you feel like that this could be, if you win here, you could be the guy to challenge the winner of that fight? Like, do you think that this is kind of a title eliminator?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Benson's ranked number 3. Sydney Outlaw's ranked number 2, and Patricky is the belt. He's going to fight for the belt. He's ranked number 1. At the same time, both of those guys, all 3 of those guys, have got dusted by Michael Chandler, knocked unconscious, ass up, head down on the mat, and I beat Michael Chandler. He beat me the second time, but he literally just took me down and didn't want anything to do with my stand-up, So, yeah, I'm next in line, man, I feel, and I'm going to go out there and make a statement on Saturday night and prove to Scott Coker and Bellator that I should be in line for that belt, and I'm going to go out there and annihilate whoever wins that belt between Queally and Patricky.
And I guess really the only thing that would be standing in front of you from that was the last fight, the Islam Mamedov fight. We never really got to hear from you about the decision. Did you feel like you had done enough to win that fight? I know there were some people that scored it in your favor. Do you feel like that's something maybe Bellator will look at and be like, you know, he did lose on paper, but we could still put him in that title fight?
Yeah. You know, like I said, Islam had some good takedowns, but other than that, he didn't do one thing. He didn't punch me. He didn't try to advance positions. He wasn't trying to finish the fight at all. I was trying to finish the fight. I was trying to choke him. I was trying to submit him. I was trying to break his arm. You know, I feel like I landed better shots on our feet. It sucks, man. After that fight, I had a bunch of people from Bellator and commentators, a bunch of people, the media saying that I won that fight, and it sucks. I feel like something has to be done with the judges. The judges, like some old school boxing judges or something like that, they don't know nothing about wrestling and grappling, and they don't know what it takes to have a good wrestler or somebody on top of you, a Dagestan guy on top of you, and not receive any damage at all. You know, I literally got out of that cage and it was like I just got done with a little grappling match or something like that. You know, I didn't have a scratch on me. I wasn't sore at all. You know, like if I'm on top of somebody, I guarantee they're gonna be bruised up and beat up from my ground and pound for sure.
Awesome, man. Well, I wish you the best of luck on Saturday. Big fight, and I'm looking forward to it, man.
Hell yeah. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.